Crazy times are ahead, and this is not the time to be sleeping. We're getting major macroeconomic news, which is being viewed as bullish. At the same time, charts show markets might be in for a better time than they've seen in recent months. Will bullish momentum continue for 90 days due to tariff pauses, and will altcoins outperform the rest of the market? Which coins could be next to join the rally? Let's dive in. The market is bullish and big things could be happening soon. We've been talking about this for a while, so hopefully you've been following along. If not, hit subscribe now. We're seeing possible resolutions to the Ukraine-Russia and India-Pakistan conflicts, and fears around the China-US trade deal are easing as talks progress. This week also brings CPI data, PPI data, a Powell speech, and Paul Atkins delivering a keynote to the SEC task force with attendees like BlackRock and others. The main catalyst, however, is the US-China trade deal. The United States and China initiated trade negotiations in Geneva, Switzerland on May 10, 2025, led by U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng. Described as constructive by both parties, the discussions made great progress in de-escalating the ongoing trade conflict, the main thud driver recently. Key outcomes include a 90-day suspension of new tariffs, a commitment to reduce existing tariff rates, the establishment of a trade consultation mechanism for ongoing dialogue. Bessent said that neither the US nor China seeks to decouple their economies, advocating for fair trade to sustain balanced relations, describing current tariffs, US at 145%, China at 125%, as an unsustainable de facto embargo. Last week we noted that the US-UK deal was small compared to what's possible with China. Initial talks are underway, but as we cautioned, this could take months. While it's proving bullish for markets, a realization that the deal isn't finalized could trap latecomer bulls, causing a dip. A joint statement is expected to provide detailed insights into agreements and next steps. And Hassett, director of the National Economic Council, says more trade deals could be coming as soon as this week. Also, Polymarket is pricing in a 100% chance of a deal by June, but we remain cautious and skeptical. On this positive news, Bitcoin's charts are looking fantastic, pushing toward its all-time high. It continues to track the M2 global money supply, as we recently discussed. If this trend holds, a further breakout could occur soon. Bitcoin is closely tied to market liquidity, and also its weekly close was bullish. TradFi is also reacting positively, with many stocks up significantly pre-market, but there's more driving prices. War resolutions and other macro news. Ukraine-Russia. President Zelensky and Putin will meet in Turkey on May 15, 2025, for their first direct talks since Russia's 2022 invasion. Zelensky expects a full, lasting ceasefire starting May 12. India-Pakistan. On May 10, 2025, Trump announced a ceasefire agreement via Truth Social, stating both nations agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire after U.S.-mediated talks. Officials confirmed, though India downplayed U.S. involvement. Furthermore, today, SEC Chair Paul Atkins will deliver a keynote at a tokenization roundtable with BlackRock's head of digital assets, Robert Mitchnick, joining as a panelist alongside Fidelity, Nasdaq, Invesco, and others. The event, Tokenization Moving Assets, on-chain where TradFi and DeFi meet, is hosted by the SEC's Crypto Task Force. BlackRock's presence signals strong Wall Street interest in tokenization, so an RWA narrative could soon kick off. In conclusion, markets are bullish, but a dip could occur if the US-China deal is clarified as ongoing, not finalized. The 90-day tariff pause could fuel a rally through early August. The Ukraine-Russia ceasefire could amplify this momentum. Tokenization of real-world assets could soon boom, as BlackRock has repeatedly emphasized. We will watch the US market open to gauge reactions. Pre-market looks promising. The crypto market is performing, and FOMO will be rampant for those sidelined. Which altcoins will pump next? Uncertainty is clearing and some tokens are pumping hard. FOMO is kicking in as people wonder if they've missed the run. Ethereum has been outperforming, suggesting the classic rotation is back money flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum, then to major alts, and finally to the broader market. Let's look at some gun, mainnet incoming. We recently discussed Off the Grid, a battle royale game on an Avalanche, AVAX subnet called Guns. Well, Off the Grid's on-chain activity keeps going. We have seen 695,000 unique active wallets and almost 50 million transactions thus far. And its testnet marketplace has over 2 million in gun volume, with the biggest deal reaching over 50,000 gun tokens, a total of 14,000 deals already done. Meanwhile, Off the Grid, NFTs are reportedly coming to OpenSea this month after final testing. The mainnet is currently available to 1,000 users, but in-game skins are already selling for over $1,000. Next up is Grass. Bullish revenue figures? Grass has been on many degens' radars for over a year. It's a protocol that uses spare bandwidth to scrape public web data, selling it to AI companies for model training, and people have been estimating its revenue based on data scraped. In Q1, Grass scraped over 57 million GB of data. Since the Scion upgrade, scraping volume has grown 320 times, with that estimation now reaching a mid-8-figure annual revenue. Pi, Binance listing imminent. Pi surged 63% today, likely due to speculation about a potential Binance listing, teased ecosystem updates from the Pi Core team set for May 14th, and whale accumulation reducing exchange supply. Pi is a crypto designed for easy mobile mining, aiming for mass adoption with a 60 million-plus user base. It's used for peer-to-peer transfers, buying goods in the Pi ecosystem like PiFest, and powering dApps like Pi domains. Future plans include e-commerce and DeFi, though current use cases are somewhat limited. Pi runs on the Pi network blockchain using the Stellar Consensus Protocol, SCP, for fast, eco-friendly transactions. Binance's community poll in February 2025 saw 86% supporting a Pi listing, and price action suggests it could be soon. However, sometimes with a pump comes an eventual dump. As things heat up, it may be time to play the contrarian game and stay cautious. The post below nails it. See you all tomorrow.